Hello there, Ray here. Welcome to our live stream. It is Friday, December 15th. We're like 1 week away from Christmas. It's pretty crazy. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a great start to your weekend and excited for Christmas. It's coming up. Christmas holidays. Starts probably a bit earlier. Welcome in, Reddish. We also got Karthus here, Nada, Starlight, Void Block. Welcome in, everybody. Get the stream going, see what we're working on today, and looks like an ad's gonna start in a bit. Let me write a message. Ray is showing his... How did I write that again? Crafty. Lots of crafts. Crafty, auto, craft, crafter, crafting, crafter. For upcoming YouTube video. New video today on armadillo armor question. I'll link that. Yeah, if you haven't seen today's video, you can check it out. This short one, about 5 minutes. Try to answer all the different neat questions that people had. Sweet. Okay, now it says unmute Discord. How's that? Better? We're finally getting around to making a video about the actual auto crafting crafter machine. We keep coming up with crazier and crazier names for it. That's the goal for today's stream. My settings. Make sure it's all working well. Hopefully once I do get like upgrades for my computer, also will help like record better during live streams. Yeah, just checking the settings that I put on here. Okay, 20,000 kilobytes. That's the bit rate. Still have upgraded my computer, but we'll see. Might decide to do that. Can't get other stuff to work. But yeah, welcome everybody. Let's go ahead and remove that. Okay, let's see what's going on. Also, Lean joined us, as well as Polter. New computer. Yeah, I was talking about a message I put out like a few weeks ago about potentially upgrading my computer. So I wanted to get like feedback from all the smart people out there that know a lot more about computers on what I should do. And there's a few things I might want to try before purchasing new parts. Like a lot of people said, you know, like the common thing was like, oh, just, you know, get a faster computer and stuff. But then it's like, kind of want to figure out why. Like, what's the slowest part of a computer? see if we can deal with that. Specifically when it comes to like streaming, well, trying to stream multiple platforms and recording. So I had some really good people suggest like maybe stream and record, or get like one footage, like just record and then send that recording off to like another computer, and then have that computer save the recording and then also send out 2 different live streams. I'd like to also live stream onto YouTube now that that's possible. Game roll, random text data, double check this, that looks good. Could put my Christmas skin on, but I want a video to be like evergreen. Maybe Christmas skin is not the best. I think I can remove this stuff from inventory. And I think the audio looks good. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about the machine I made here that can automatically craft crafting blocks. So the crafter block. So it can automatically craft those. And let me just check. I have the quiet one, I have the quiet redstone one too. So this should be quiet. We'll see if something's loud. Otherwise, we could probably boost that up. And we don't need it to be dark, right? Oh, okay. I think the only reason why I turned on daylight cycles is so that the zombies could, or the villagers could sleep and they can get scared by zombies. Let's do macro. Polter, if you're curious, you can check out my post on my community tab on YouTube. That explains everything. Hey, Fire Demon. Also Nada, of course, in chat. I did not see you made a message. Oh yeah, I pinned a message. Sweet. So, in the beginning of the video, I might skip the beginning of the video. A lot of times I don't like to record intro of the video. What is that? Oh, the sheet. I don't like recording the intro of the videos because it's like a little bit hard to know what to say, kind of confusing. But maybe I'll just say a short thing about what's going on. Ooh. Papa. Audio looks good. So to craft a auto. So to craft the recipe of the crafter block. Should show an example of what it actually takes. Let me pull up the crafting recipe. Oops. Oh yeah, I guess I could show this in game. Where is, I guess we can just put on a recipe table. We need an iron, a crafter, and also a dispenser. No, not a dispenser, it's a dropper. Oh, I'm so glad it's not a dispenser. Think about if you had to craft a dispenser. Make a crafter. And then the redstone. Take a couple of those. Up, 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 up. We will need some redstone dust, iron ingots. We will need some redstone dust, iron ingots, a crafting table, and a dropper. Okay, so now what I want to do is split this into 4 different things, right? Because we got 4 different farms. I want to say like, let's look at just one of these, and then we'll look at each one individually. So the main farms that we have are the iron farm. The iron farm is pretty simple because the iron farm is only used to supply this iron on top. When it comes to the cobblestone, I guess cobblestone is only used for the dropper, but it also uses redstone. And the redstone comes from witches, so the witch is actually used for the dropper and the redstone. So I don't want to show that one first. If I show that one last. And then when it comes to crafting table, it's just wood. Okay, and then but now we'll also talk about the like automatically craft distance too. That'll be after the main one. Okay, so the iron should be probably first because it's the simplest to explain, and then sometimes you don't want to start the video with a whole bunch of really heavy stuff. You usually want to start with the most interesting one. But I still feel like we can get through the iron pretty fast. So I'll talk about maybe the iron, then I'll talk about wood, and then we'll talk about the redstone, and then lastly the dropper, because the dropper also includes the redstone. Oh my goodness, Rick!
A bit closer to 2 years.
A bit closer to 2 years indeed. And for 13 months.
Closer to 2 years.
Really appreciate the support there, Rick, coming in with a tier 1 sub over an entire year now. Got that lovely 1-year badge of Gordy with a little pacifier. Baby pumpkin Gordy. It's been crazy. It's already over a year. Welcome in Otake you. Stop by to give my support. You have an awesome stream. Okay, bro, thanks so much. Okay, you had a great rest of the weekend. Okay, so how do I want to word this? I think I want to say, I'll probably say something like, let's start with the easiest item to get, and then I'll say like iron ingots. We'll take a look at how I automated each of these processes. Starting first with the easiest, which is the iron ingots. Or when it comes to iron, the easiest way to get it in large amounts is a iron farm. And I have this super simple design here, which produces iron golems by having villagers that are part of a village with these beds and are constantly getting scared by the zombie, so they call in the reinforcements of a iron golem to help them out. Instead, he ends up just walking towards the zombie getting pushed in a little bit more with some water and falling into a water stream which burns them with some lava. Okay. So I think next I want to talk about actual loot of an iron golem. Oteku has been following for 1 year, 9 months. That is impressive. Let's record the loot. Might as well remove this from my inventory so we can easily see what it produces. Now when iron golems are killed, they will drop iron ingots and poppies. Let's see what we got down here. We got a kind of a full chest. And this hopper is staying clean, right? Okay. Go ahead and remove the chat box. Doesn't show up in the video. Everything else looks good. Wow, Boyd has 2 years, 8 months. Kind of crazy how long you guys been following. Or how long I've been streaming. Okay. Now the iron and poppies will get picked up by this hopper here and put into some storage. And underneath that we have some lovely redstone, which is actually checking for any extra iron and pulling the ingots out, sorting them away from the poppies. We're then gonna have to transport these to a spot where we can actually craft them into the crafters. So we got some droppers here which are on a clock that are shooting all the items into some water streams and sending them up here to our storage. Pop. And sending them upward to supply the auto crafter. And sending them upwards to supply our automatic crafter. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. That's all the iron. I guess maybe I should show where the iron's going. Maybe I should show that's like going around here and then going down through here and on top of this. Alright, how do we get bamboo in there? No, not supposed to be bamboo. How would bamboo get in there? I didn't think it would get in there. Unless I probably broke something and it fell in there. Nada has been following for 7 entire months. That is still quite a lot. Okay, so I'm going to talk about how the iron goes. I'm going to send the iron upwards, it goes over here, and it goes into a hopper as it falls. Top of this comparator. It picks up this hopper here. And pushed into the crafter. Okay. Try this again. Pop, 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 pop. The iron is then sent up using some bubble columns to where I get to the top where we have some water streams, washing them over, then they're getting dropped down this hole here, landing on top of this comparator, and underneath the comparator is actually a hopper that's picking up the items, and then this hopper is pushing them into the crafter, filling up the iron. Building the blueprint with all the iron it needs. Okay, now I think we're done with the iron. It makes sense to follow all the way through to its, hey Popsy, says hello, hey, oh, blocks are behaving. I don't know. Some are not well behaved. Look at this one here. What is it doing? Stuff like that. Kind of confusing. Dude, I can't even see the... Where the heck is this crafter? Oh, it's way over here. Okay, I should also mention Iron Farm can run without a player. The bamboo isn't that way. The bamboo has to have it. Gonna get some props. Let's see. As we talk about how we're gonna make a crafting table. I guess as I show them the process, I'm going to be showing the auto crafters in here. drink some water too. Coffee has water in it. That's a good one. Got that lovely giraffe emote. With a big pile of hoops. Okay, so let's clear inventory again. Next, we're talking about the crafting table. The next thing we need in order to make a crafter is crafting tables. And this actually starts over here with my bamboo farm. Okay. I want to mention two things. I want to mention why we use this over a tree farm and how this needs a player for random ticks versus the villager or iron farm, which can be run without random ticks. Okay, so I think I might want to mention the tree farm first, because then that will the tree farm will put me on path to talking about the difference between player being there, player not having to be there, kind of thing. Let's see if I'll record this, see if I get this correctly. Now the reason why I'm getting wood from using bamboo rather than using a tree farm is because tree farms often need a player to be sitting there placing in saplings for the trees to grow. But I have designed azalea tree farms that don't even need the player. And can run 24/7 inside of spawn chunks. And can run 24/7 inside of loaded chunks like spawn chunks. Let me record this thing actually working. Save this clip for talking point. Okay. We just got some footage of it running, and I'll add that to the rest of it. Yeah, I'm recording a video. Welcome in, Chill Mystery. Extend it horizontally. You're saying why not make it like wider? Yeah. So I talk about this in my actual bamboo farm. The reason why is you can minimize. Let's say you don't want to get a ton of lime blocks and honey blocks. You could do something where you only need, well, I think there's like two in here. You only use 2 of them. Yet 2 of them can do a really long. 2 of them can actually do a lot of farming. So I do have a wider version of this, but this is the version that I recommend for people that are like early game that want to make a efficient farm, but don't want to waste a lot of honey or collect a lot of honey or magma, or not magma, but slime. So yeah, and then we also did some calculations to make sure these other farms produce the correct amount of items needed to craft up stuff. Did too much horizontal expansion on Thanksgiving. What about Christmas? You got any plans for that? Fill your belly up. And loosen a belt buckle. Belt. Notch in your belt. Is that what it is? Loosen a notch so you can eat some more Thanksgiving food. 12, 17 awards, blocks, and 2 crimsons. The turkey in the freezer. Oh, you're having turkey for Christmas. Turkey twice? Explain to me, how do you make the minecart stop to unload? Oh, there's a power rail here. So if it's turned off, then it's not gonna go. Essentially, only when there's nothing inside this hopper here will it continue to go. So if it drops an item in there very quickly when it comes up there, then it will stop. A little bit of delay because, like, you know, that's 2 game ticks, 2 game ticks, 2 game ticks. So it's not gonna stop immediately, but pretty fast. Good enough. And then when there's nothing left, then it just automatically pops. Alrighty. So I ended off talking about tree farms that don't use players. I can show the part where it's like, hey, bamboo is a lot easier to handle. Let's grab this. Push record button. But with 1.20, it's much easier. Oh, do I need to give myself all the recipes? Recipe, give, pray. Okay. Now it pops up. Okay. That was a little bit awkward. Thanks for following, Chili. I just want to say Chili, but it's Chili Mystery. Oh, Cutius. Wow. Surpassed 20 hours. Congrats on that. You can get creative on the testing server. But with 1.20, we can now turn the bamboo into bamboo block. And then those blocks can be crafted down into planks, which can be used for most recipes. Which could then be used for most recipes like the crafting table. But unlike the playerless tree farm or even like my iron farm, which doesn't need a player, just loaded chunks, when it comes to bamboo, for them to grow, it needs random It needs to be within the random ticked area around the player. This is about 8 blocks out in any direction from the player's location. But this is not a problem, as we'll have the this isn't a problem, as we will have the player in this area anyways. Now once it picks up all of the Now once it breaks down the bamboo into items, they're then pushed off of the actual bamboo shoots and close enough for the hopper mica underneath to pick them up and then take them over to this hopper system, which will automatically stop it and unload all the items. Which then gets stored up in a chest and eventually make it into this dropper, which detects items and then we'll shoot them out using. Then this dropper will detect the items and will drop them into the water stream. This water stream will send them all the way around and up using some bubble columns. And then up using some bubble columns where they go into another water system. From here they'll go over top of this hopper here, which will automatically pull out any of them that they need, and they push themselves into this crafter. This crafter is already set up so it will pick up bamboo, fill it completely in, and then produce bamboo blocks. Those bamboo blocks will then be pushed over here into this hopper and then pushed down into another crafter. Oh, that's not what The bamboo blocks from this hopper get pushed into the crafter. Maybe I should clear it out a little bit so we can actually turn this thing on. There's so many safety devices. Let me check my redstone. Okay. This crafter needs to turn on if this is empty, pretty much, right? Just reading it and say, hey, it's empty. empty, so it should unlock it. It's not unlocking. Hmm. Hmm. Full, so it should power it, right? Bot. Oh yeah, there's a bot. Mm. Oh, you had creative because of the bug? Huh. I wasn't aware of that. Also, it should be crafting, but it can't because it was being powered. Oh, I don't think it was stopping the hopper. I think they need to stop the hopper from pushing items into it, right? That makes sense. The way this one works here is when the barrel below gets full, it'll send power all the way to here. Does it go up and then lock the hopper? The hopper can't push items in, I think. This is supposed to make... I think it's supposed to make a plank, right? I think if this has plank in it, and it reads that, and it'll lock a hopper here. This can't. As soon as it puts the item in there, yeah, it doesn't get pushed down into the crafter. It doesn't get pushed into crafter, which is a good thing because this one's already full. If it wasn't full, then it would release it. Oh, what command are you looking for? Oh, I think it's... What is that command? Oh, it's a refresh command. You can see the person do it in chat. Exclamation mark refresh and then username. Okay, so there's one item in there that locks it all up. There's also points one, which whispers to. But if this goes away, this is still locked. Can I use this system anywhere else? No, I pretty much use the other system for all the other ones. Oh, so it might be flawed. Tells it to stop by locking it. When it's full, this gets all powered, but once it's full, it can't do anything. Like it tries. Okay, shoot the item in there. But why doesn't it keep putting items in there? 3 there. Thought we had this all figured out. So this one locks the hopper, so it can't push in more items, right? It pretty much crafts them. Like as soon as they come, it crafts them, right? But what happens if it builds up? It builds up here. Doesn't cause a problem with the bottom one. So once it releases it, it just keeps going, I think. But the bottom one's left empty. So I think we have to make sure the hopper's empty. Or we gotta make sure the crafter is empty, which means we need to lock the hopper. So am I locking the hopper in all of these? Locking that one. Locking that one. Locking that one. Okay, maybe I am locking all the hoppers. I think this is the only hopper that I did not lock. Okay. I think I'll just come here and lock the hopper. That's probably the easiest fix. Oh, there's literally a lever to lock it, but I need to have it automatically lock. Okay, how do we do that? That's going the wrong direction. Lock the hopper. Put redstone on top of that. That would lock it. Water's gonna wash it away. I can't put it beside it because the water washed it away. Can't go underneath it because there's a lever there. I couldn't move this lever somewhere else. Now it's turned, it should also lock it. Hopefully this doesn't interfere with this. This is in comparator mode. This is a pretty strong thing though, so I think it didn't affect it. Okay, so now, if this was empty, if there's item in here, yeah, it goes around here. Let's say there's too many items in here. How can that be? I guess, yeah. Too many items that should come along and lock it. So what do I need to do? I need to... This is full. Leave that full, and then let's say with this gets kind of full itself. Now I got full enough for it stopped this one, but did it actually stop? I don't think it stopped the hopper yet. No. It kind of needs to stop that and the hopper at the same time. Okay. I think that's why we did this system here. Put a repeater over here. We put a block here. And a redstone does. Well, redstone does not really work here. It needs a, I guess, a target block here. Now, just correctly, that's full. And this is empty. It automatically turn on. Okay, let it clear out. Okay, so it's doing this now, and if it ever gets powered, it should power both of them. Now the question is, what happens when it gets too full? Too full, it should lock crafter and also locks the hopper. Okay, that's what we want. I think we're ready now. Have a good one there, Popsy. Thank the chill atmosphere to help me get my day started. I hang out longer. Very much for the low stress mood boost. No problem. I don't know what I'm exactly doing. I'm just trying to focus on redstone. But I'm glad it's working for you. Wait, successfully added quote. Wait, which quote you had? I think we're ready. Oh, okay, that's a good one. I approve of that quote. I think we're ready. Okay, let's go ahead and clear inventory. Or let's fill this hopper up. And then we'll clear inventory and then we can start recording it. How it goes when you're recording. You'll sometimes run into little things like, what's going on here? It's also been like over a month since I designed this, so forgetting what different pieces do, all that good stuff. Okay. I think we are good to go. So now what I want to do is remove some of these blocks so that we can actually watch it do its thing. Remove those. Remove those. And hopefully it can do stuff without breaking. The bamboo is being pushed by the hopper into the crafter here, which is automatically crafting the items down into bamboo blocks. That's then getting pushed into this hopper here, which is getting pushed downwards. Which is getting pushed downwards into this crafter, which is converting the bamboo blocks down into the planks. Those planks are then getting pushed into this barrel here, which are then getting picked up by another hopper and pushed into another crafter. Once filled up in a 2x2 grid, it produces a crafting table. The crafting tables are then pushed out of there into another barrel and then pushed in with another hopper into our crafter. So we get supply all the crafting tables needed to make the crafter. Whew. A little confusing with crafting and crafter. Lots of crafting going on. They like problem solving with a calm approach. Oh, thanks. Wait, Is it possible to do problem solving with the non-calm approach? Just try and imagine somebody that's like super aggressive, trying to solve a problem. I mean, those are the people that we usually make fun of, right? And we're like, oh my goodness. Like, why is that person in charge of trying to solve a problem if they can't manage their own emotions? Ooh, you're not 21 hours there, Dutzy. My brain can't handle it. No, I can't. I can't be around people that get all emotional about things that are unemotional. Like problems are just things that you put on a checklist and you just solve when you have time. Okay, so we made it. We did the whole wood thing. So we're working our way up to the hardest one, which is, I think it's a dropper. Of course, I can't forget about showing how you can autocraft crafter or pistons. Added a quote. Jokingly angry. Wow, these are such descriptive quotes there, Nada. Out of context. Get to like tell the atmosphere and everything. Procrastinating before going to solve and rely mechanical issues for people who have no chill. Isn't that the thing? You know, they always say like the customer is always correct. But man, sometimes customers just don't know what they're talking about. Let's see. I think we just need to talk about the witch. Over here. Talk about. So we only have 2 more items needed. So we just need an automatic way to get 2 more items to be complete. So let's take a look at the redstone dust. Might as well throw in some witches. Watch them get pulverized. Customer is always correct when they are correct and incorrect when they are not. Person who made this just forgot about that part. Or I could have my alt account. Maybe we could, yeah. Might be worth putting my alt account so I can actually watch it. That might be something cool. Otherwise, I'll just have to constantly like placing in them. Let's grab another account. Coin flip. Ooh. You guys want to partake in a prediction? Coin flip prediction. I'm going to say tails. Yeah, that seems like a good guess. Okay, let's load up my second account. Saw the word crafty and I thought, Crafty Master Man. Oh yeah, Crafty Master Man. He does like Minecraft redstone doors. Hey, Miggets. How goes it? Hopefully we can see witches spawning and get knocked about. I'll go watch some Zoglins do some ice skating. Okay. Really can't load it up yet? Not quite. Now we can show this part and storage. Does it actually pull stuff out? I should probably check. Did we check our redstone? I push a lot in there. Is anything going to come down here? Oh, it does. Okay. So it has priority of pulling it down first. Okay. Looks good. Good record. Not like last time. Fix some redstone. Pups, this guy go for real. Want to make sure you knew that you were appreciated first. Thank you for helping me find my calm. No problem. Hope you have a good day at work. Always can be tough. Alrighty. Throw another account in here. We'll let him AFK it. Oh, like it says, that's a good witch farm, but is it flawless? What do you mean by flawless? There's no flaws with it. I mean, it works. Are you saying, like, is there room to improve the rates? Oh, we're already watching. Already getting spawns. Oh, this is much better. The downside to this is that the hoglins themselves take up room where witches can't spawn. That's one downside. Okay, I think we're good to go. That's actually pretty cool to watch. Pop. The redstone is acquired from my simple witch farm here, which uses a witch hut and 3 platforms with some zoglins on top. The zoglins will then get mad at the witches that spawn here, since zoglins like to hit all sorts of things. And then they will just hit them, which will make them slide off the edge. And they will fall down this little hole here and into the center, where we have a bunch of minecarts which are doing entity cramming. This will kill the witches fairly fast, and their loots are being collected. But we want the redstone, so we got a nice little auto sorter here, which is picking up the redstone, sorting it off to the side, and is dropping it down into this water stream here, which is then moving it over to our machine over here, pushing it up with some bubble columns. Okay, let me throw in some more redstone so we can watch it zip around. Zip around. If I put this in here, does it go half and half, I think? That's fine. Then it gets pushed up this bubble column here, and where we have some water streams, which are moving it in between all of these contraptions. They eventually go over top of this hopper here, which will pull them into the storage chest. Oh, where's the second redstone? And from here, they're being pulled down through this hopper here and directly pushed into the crafter so we can supply all the redstone we ever need. Okay, so now I think we covered all that. Yeah, I'm recording a YouTube video. I think it's in the pinned message. Looks impressive. All the craziness that's going on there. All the craziness. $150 points. Okay. Now we just need to talk about the dropper. So the fourth item we need to make auto crafting crafters is the dropper, which is also the hardest. I forgot to mention how the witches are spawning in, so I guess I should mention that. Yeah, let's go up to the alt account. Of course, to get the witch spawns, we use a player AFKing above the world. That way the witches can only spawn in directly inside of this farm here. And while they're there, they're also loading the... And while they're in the area, they're also loading the iron farm, as well as putting in random tick area, as well as putting in a random tick area for the bamboo farm. As well as producing a random ticked area, allowing the bamboo farm to grow. Bamboo. Tongue twister. Okay, so now we go back to talking about the dropper. The dropper. The dropper starts over here with a simple cobblestone generator. We got some lava on one side and a waterlogged block on the other, producing cobble in front, which is completing a circuit, which pushes it over into this row over here. Once we got a whole row of cobblestone, we have a system that can detect that and then push the whole row going forward over here. And once this entire area is filled in with cobblestone, we detect it with a observer over there, and then we have the entire thing pushed downwards. Okay. Now I have to talk a little bit about the redstone. Coding a game while watching you, says QDS. Cool. What type of game trying to do? The dropper. Oh, I did say it like that, didn't I? Okay. Is Ilt my alt account? Yeah. That's my account. You can see it there. Okay. Kind of like Animal Crossing. Ooh, You know what? When I first heard about Animal Crossing from a friend of mine, I might have played it for a couple seconds at my friend's house, but I thought, wow, this is such a cool idea. And they were showing like, this is how you get coins in the game, that kind of thing. Why did you give Ilt a skin then? I used to have the Alex skin by default. But then I switched it to Steve. Mostly for taking screenshots. So when I put like, if I want to put like somebody that looks like a Steve on my thumbnail, then I just take that account, put it in my world, and then take a screenshot of it. That way I don't have to change my own skin. There's some thumbnails you want to illustrate like, hey, here's a player doing this or something like that. And like the most iconic Minecraft player is Steve, so that's why I use it. Alrighty, so what were we talking again? Oh yeah, talking about the TNT thing. We need to blow the TNT up. Some TNT, or not blow the TNT, blow some cobblestone up with TNT. I mean, I don't know. I still feel like this design of Cobble Gen that I made here is a little bit complicated for what it does, but it does also make sure you don't waste cobblestone. I have an alt account. Gave him extras. Exact same skin except his eyes are brown instead of blue. See if people notice it? Okay. Let's record this next bit. But having a big cube of cobblestone isn't good enough. We need to convert this into items. So after it fills in, we have a little detection system, which will then put off some redstone, and this will activate this TNT duper here, and the duper will produce TNT, drop it into some powder snow. And then we'll record the second half when it does it again. It actually pushes down 2 chunks. Okay. The TNT will fall down through some powder snow to perfectly time it, and then we will push it outwards using the slime block. Which is done when the TNT passes through the string here. I then perfectly timed it so the TNT will get pushed underneath, while at the same time the blocks from above get pushed downwards so that they're in block 36 form, which makes our blast resistance really low so they can be destroyed easily with a single block of TNT. notices that the difference in my username. Oh, 21 and okay. Every TNT will blow up about 20 cobblestone, and their items get dropped over here, then collected with some water stream and put into this hopper here, which puts them into a dropper that automatically detects them and will drop them into another water stream, which send them over to this bubble column, taking them upwards and into another water stream, which then gets moved around over top of some hoppers here. The hoppers will then pick up all the cobblestone, move them into this chest over here. And we should probably open this up so we can watch it do some crafting. So what do we need to do? We need to remove the blocks from there, which probably should just remove them from there. How to make this thing start up? Go, go, go! So it's out of items. So it should... How does this thing start up again? The lights are on, so we need to turn lights off, so we need a little bit more redstone, I think. The cobblestone is then put over into a crafter over here, which is crafting the cobblestone, plus also using some redstone from the witch farm, and combining those two to produce droppers. The droppers are automatically being put downwards and into this hopper here, which is pushing them into the crafter, getting us our final item, the dropper. Okay, what should I say next? Don't like calling the move block entity block 36. Yeah, just the old name. It used to be how the game kept track of it. I don't know if it was actually the 36 block that was added into the game. Could have been. Pistons came out in beta 1.8. With weird moving. I'm thinking they're not really moving piston. They're moving block. Or maybe that is their technical name. Okay. I don't want to end this part by saying like, oh, and that's how you make an automatic crafter, blah blah blah. Because then people might click off the video. So I want to kind of transition over to talking about the this one here, which is the crafter. Or it's a piston, auto crafting piston. I don't know. Stuff like that. I'm gonna check why you cannot move tile entities. Wait, you can check like in the Minecraft code? Okay. I'm going to grab some more water. Since I'm running a little low on water, all this talking. Meanwhile, you guys can check out all the social links I got going on. They're on screen in the chat. And I'll be back in just a bit. We'll look at the auto piston crafting machine. Pretty cool. I'm back. Oh, hey, Wildy. Every time I have a stream, other person's open at the same time, the computer is lagging. I don't know what it is. If you open up your task manager by doing, what is it, Control, Shift, Escape, you might be able to see what it is. It might just because sometimes when you initially open something, it takes a lot of, what, CPU? And then maybe after a while it'll catch up, or you can always change on quality, turn the quality of the stream down. It's the internet. Probably some other things I'm forgetting to say. But when I go to edit the video, I'll be like, I might notice something. Why didn't I mention this or that? Okay, let's record next part. But not only can we... I just remembered, I kind of want to watch it actually craft stuff. That's kind of the reason people want to see. What goes in here again? Oh, I think it's iron ingots. Da, 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 da. I'm just gonna put a hopper mine up here. Summon hopper mine. It's working now. But not only can we get crafters automatically crafted with these 4 different farms, being the witch, bamboo, iron, and cobble, we can use these exact same 4 ingredients to automatically craft up pistons. This is going to be kind of straightforward. I'm just going to briefly cover what's coming what. Actually, everything's kind of ground ingredients, isn't it? Except for the bamboo. Okay, so we'll turn some pistons on and off. Wait, did I not? I don't think I used this, did I? No. But I did want to put a lever here, right? So I'll lock that one. Then a silly watch farm. Next villager, breeder, lightning. Oh, witch farm. You hit villagers with lightning. It works. That is funny. I actually don't need to lock this. Bamboo will go by. What else we can do? We do the top one. This bamboo goes that way. And then below that one is this one. This one comes from here. Also probably doesn't really matter. Oh, it's empty actually. We'll lock it. Okay. And then what else we have? We have this one, which isn't that big a deal. Just cobblestone. Oh, I should unlock it. How do I make this thing start up again? I have to fill up these things, right? I got specific fill up this one, which is once again the iron, I think. Right? Is this iron? I think so. Come in. Yeah, that's iron. Okay. I should also mention the simple design. They want got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blah, blah, blah. So the entire machine needed to auto-craft the crafters is a total of 4 different... or 5. The entire machine needed to auto-craft crafters is a total of 5 different auto-crafters in... is a total of 5 unique auto-crafters within it. We got some... So not only am I using my simple designs, which can do like a single item, as well as my double item designs that are slow. I can work on bigger crafting recipes. But I also have my auto crafter that can work for 99% of all recipes. Where I added in which it normally only handles 3 unique items. But because the crafter block takes 4 unique items, I actually put in another hopper in here with a comparator and a little bit of extra redstone in the back, so I can actually do 4 different items with this simple setup. Okay, let's go back to talk about the pistons. Oh, you haven't built yet, okay. Oh, you got the badge. Nice. The 2023 badge. Okay. How many crafters I got here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, start recording. Oh. Recording device froze. Okay, let's try it again. You really don't want to have corrupted recordings. Okay, try it again, start it back up again. So the auto piston making machine uses a total of 3 little crafters within it. The crafter to one to turn the bamboo down into bamboo blocks. One to turn bamboo down into bamboo blocks. Then another to turn those blocks down into planks. And the main crafter, which is actually crafting the pistons, which picks up all 4 of the different items and detects whenever they're and automatically detects whenever there's enough of them. I want to turn this thing on. So what do I need to do? Oh, I think we need to put the iron thing back in again. Okay. What else does it need? Oh, that's all it needs. Okay. Then it will automatically produce. Then it will automatically produce pistons. Then it will automatically produce a never-ending stream of pistons. You can get pistons as well as crafters. Trying to think what I should say next. Hum. I say something like with some. You're on the sub server. What are you working on? Always message other members and see if they want to join you. I want to say something like. I also mentioned something about the witch farm. But luckily, when it comes to the other farms, they can easily be placed in near a witch hut, as they don't require a special location. I guess you could put in a mob farm to get witches. That'd be pretty slow. A raid farm would also take the player the more complicated. I wonder if he, yeah, I suppose if he dropped the witches far enough, they would be out of their Zoglin zone. But I remember I purposely put the killing chamber as close as possible. Otherwise you have to drop it really far and you have to move the player down the spawn-proof a big area. Probably just simpler to do it this way. But having the drop to death is faster. I don't know if speed is really a problem. No. There's only like a couple hostile mobs here. Take a while to actually reach a mob cap. Okay. And then I want to mention some stuff about the intro a little bit. I'll probably write it down. I guess I'll just record. If I think of more, I'll just record more. Blah, blah, blah. Now when calculating how many items each of these farms produce. Now I specifically designed it so that each of these farms will produce enough items It just happens that all 4 of these farms also produce the necessary amount. And it works out really well as all 4 of these farms produce enough items to I might just record the image and then put in the words later. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. Kind of how it goes. I don't write a script or anything. Maybe for the intro I'll do that. Save this clip for next talking point. Okay, so now I can just focus on talking rather than move my character around. And if I mess up, I could just edit it, split the different things I say and put it all into one nice word. And nobody will notice anything about it. Now it just so happens to be that each of the 4 farms produce the correct amount of each items, so that when they all come together here, it will always roughly be the right amount of items in order to craft one of the items, without having a large surplus of any one item. And then on screen I'll put like some text kind of showing like the math, like this is how much cane it produces, or how much bamboo, how much iron, and then like how much it needs, and how many pistons it produces per hour, how many crafters it produces per hour, that kind of thing. So let's record some stuff for the intro. I made an infinitely automatic crafter crafting. Okay. I made an infinitely automatic crafting machine. I don't think there's any way I'm gonna be able to say that. Let me write that down. Maybe I can say made an infinite auto infinitely automatic crafting Crafty. What did I write in the title? Crafty auto crafter crafting crafter. Crafting craft. Crafty. Crafty auto crafter. Crafting crafter. Okay, I think I can say that. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. I made a crafty auto crafter crafting crafters. Hopefully that sounds good. In other words, I made a smart machine that can indefinitely In other words, I made a smart machine that can automatically craft stuff. In other words, I made an automatic machine that can In other words, I made a smart machine that can automatically craft. Let me write this down. Auto craft. Automatically craft. Automatically craft items using the crafter block in the item it's crafting. And the item it's automatically crafting is the crafter block itself. Stuff like that. So confusing. The recording not working again? Okay, there it started. In other words, I made a smart machine that can automatically craft items using the crafter block, and the item that is automatically crafting is the crafter block itself. Yeah, it really helps to type it out rather than trying to memorize all that. I don't know if I mentioned the piston thing too in the beginning. Okay, let's mention the other part of it. On top of all of that, it is also infinitely automatic, meaning that once you start it up, it can continue producing items It can continue producing an item without any. It can continue to produce items without any new input from the player. Without any new input from you. I think that sounds a little bit better. Sometimes you say like player sounds kind of technical. And I'm trying to also make my videos more accessible to not just highly technical players, but people that just enjoy cool aspects of the game. Alrighty. So we could do the outro. We do the intro. If I don't like them, I can re-record them. Not fun to watch them. But yeah, let's record the next bit. What should I say? I guess we do the intro and the outro. I guess we're kind of work on the intro at the moment. This is part of my almost 15-year-long quest to design an automatic farm to get every item in the game of Minecraft. And I'm over 95% to completing it. And I'm over 95% to completing this crazy goal. Always gotta mention the Farm Everything series. It's a huge undertaking. Okay, so I'm not sure what else I want to add to the intro. Can work on the outro now. Now see how I designed an automatic farm for every item in the game Minecraft with this playlist here. And if you're capable, join my... And if you're capable, join my Minecraft. And if you're capable, join my... Oh man. That's tough. And if you're capable, join my YouTube membership. And if you're capable, join my YouTube. And if you're capable, join my YouTube. And if you're capable, join my YouTube I want to say community. And if you're capable, join my YouTube community. What to say next? Thanks, Sneaky, for coming in with 62,000 40 points. That's outrageous. Doesn't tell me the secret of how you can keep supplying the same amount of points. Not a 25,000. Those are big numbers. Okay, let's record the next bit.
Reread the entire donation message, not just the amount of points.
These massive projects are only possible with your guys' support, so don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you guys, and I will see you all in the next episode. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye! Well, it says it's total points. You can only give a maximum of 2,000. So they're only giving 2,000 each time? Is that something I have to... Do I have to change? Or is that something that's like... locked in? Let me check. Which limit, I think? Okay. I don't remember that in my settings. So I can check. How do I find this again? View greater dashboard, I think. What else is set by Twitch? What would it be under? Your rewards. Reward. Channel points. Community challenge, okay. You only give 2,000 at a time, only 2,000 per day, or okay, so it's a per stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see anything on my side where I can change that. Oh, we're almost at 50%. We're at 43, and about 7% left. I'll just extend it while I'm thinking of it. Can I do it again? Oh, okay. That's good. I wonder how that worked. Cool. So that was the outro, at least the audio of it. And then do like the bye-bye part here. Recording thing is not doing very well. Like, frozen. Okay, I'd look into that. Save this clip for previous talking point. And a little bit, maybe a little bit, jerky, pixelated in bits. Should check the actual clips, at least. Not all wonky. A little over 200,000. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. Maybe, you know, maybe I can make some replay footage or something. Zooming around all this or something. I don't really know. I haven't really did too much replay footage in my videos recently. But that's the main part recorded. I mean, that's the hardest part. The hardest part is, I guess, also editing it. Pretty tough. But usually I just try to record the main meats of it, as they say. And then I can always come in and add the little bits like pieces I missed, or intro with outro. I do also try to remember to ask people to like subscribe and leave a like. I guess I could record that part. We're halfway, so make sure you got. We're halfway, so leave a like and make sure you're still subscribed. Something like that. And I'll try to remember to put that in there, because sometimes I forget. $1.7. Oh. Yeah, it depends if our goal is to go for just halfway or if our goal is to go for the full 3 million. I set it for 3 million thinking that'd be a little more achievable. But I think people use their points, or a lot of people just forget to use their points, but people use their points for other things too. But yeah, we recorded this whole video, which is great. When it comes to which videos come out, which I'll probably save this video not for Christmas. I'm gonna probably put out the beacon farm video for Christmas, or probably starting Friday. I'll put it out Friday, and then maybe do some shorts videos in between now and then. And then after the beacon video is for like Christmas, and then after that, maybe this video will be for New Year's, Christmas, and then it's New Year's is pretty much just next week. I'll probably put out the Friday before New Year's, and that way at least have 2 videos ahead of time in case family wants to do something. You know, holidays come up and stuff. Those are usually the best days to actually upload videos, is around the holiday, because that's when people have time to watch your videos. But they're also the time where I'm often with family. You have to kind of plan ahead. I think if I get a couple of videos recorded, I can always record more videos and flip them in there. Yeah, I don't know if we're going for half or full yet. No, I'd say half. Kind of depends on what updates come out. But yeah, like I said, there's probably not going to be any more big changes for 1.21 for at least probably a month's time, because Mojang is also on holiday, probably part of next week, the week after that, probably the week after that, so like 3 weeks. Probably not gonna see too much of updates. Well, that gives me time to put in other videos. I could make some shorts about previous videos and stuff like that, machines and stuff like that. Get caught up. because I always feel like I'm behind. I mean, I'm ahead when it comes to like showcasing the new stuff, but I just have so many projects. Some of my more elaborate projects get pushed off. I would like to spend time doing other stuff. Like the Farm Everything series is fun, but it's kind of supposed to be like a long-term project that I work on off and on, not all the time. But yeah, that's kind of what my goals are looking forward when it comes to Christmas. Hopefully I'll have at least 2 videos ready. Oh yeah, the raid farm. So the raid farm, I haven't recorded anything yet, but if I have time, I can start recording the raid farm video, or at least I can't remember what I think I want to test, like speeds per hour maybe. But then the raid farm, I mean, if I have time, I can put it out for New Year's or even the week after New Year's. Sometimes people don't go back to work or school until like another week after New Year's. Maybe it might work. We'll see. But that is what I got going on so far. I did do quite a bit of talking today's stream with all the recording. It's a lot of have to really speak loudly and clearly when I record. Otherwise it sounds like rubbish. But that does mean my voice is really shot at the moment. So we're going to raid. I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. Try to aim for about 2 hours. But we're going to raid fellow Minecrafters. If you guys could stick around. Big raid is a big party. It'll only take a minute. In the meanwhile, check out my socials. I did upload a new video today. Answering a lot of questions related to armadillos. Let's see. We got a lot of people streaming. Lots of people streaming today. I'll be doing some Minecraft. Let's raid someone we haven't raided before. Oh, yes. Someone named Mel. They're playing some hardcore Minecraft. Always fun to check out new people doing live streams. So we're gonna raid someone named Mel. They got a hardcore Minecraft world. Been going for almost 1,000 days. Pretty crazy. See what's all going on over there. If you guys could join us in a raid. I copied that raid message that Nada put in the chat. Everybody see that message, highlight it, Control C to copy it, paste it into Mel's chat once Twitch sends us over there, just in a bit. Also throw in some lovely emotes to give them some hype. Next stream from me will be this Saturday and Sunday. I think I should be able to stream this Saturday and Sunday. When it comes to next week, where Christmas and Christmas Eve, not sure about that. Depending on what family's doing, I'll let you guys know. I'll send messages out on Discord announcement.